this ceremony open.
請各位就座 ，Please be seated. 現在恭請校長致辭。The President will now address the Assembly.
Chairman of Council, members of Council, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a great honor to welcome you all to the third inauguration of Endowed Professorships at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Today, we are here because our supporters have cast a vote of confidence to PolyU, recognizing our academic and research accomplishments. In 2012, we have set up the Endowed Professorship Scheme, which enables our scholars and scientists to keep pushing the frontiers of knowledge, and at the same time, pay tribute to the benefactors for their generous contributions. Last year, in 2016, we have added the Endowed Fellowship, which is a new category to the scheme, allowing younger scholars to take part in the scheme and opening opportunities for more scholars to realize their full potential. Through the scheme, the university and the community have become partners in advancing research in areas of common interests. Since the inception of the scheme, a steady progress has been made, with 14 endowed professorships established so far. This year, I'm grateful that 7 endowed professorships and 1 endowed fellowship will be added to the list. I'm pleased to note that the scope of research has continued to expand into different new areas, corresponding to the growing needs of society. With these endowed professorships and fellowship in place, we can secure concerted support to our scholars to pursue research excellence. It is also a privileged honor and recognition bestowed upon our professors for their distinguished performance. Thank you once again for the great support. And looking ahead, we will continue to keep our fingers on the pulse of the social, political, and economic developments and strive to forge more meaningful collaborations with society and to bring benefits to society. 2017 is a special year for PolyU as we are celebrating our 80th anniversary. We understand that no institute succeeds by standing still. I'm confident that with the staunch support from our friends and supporters, PolyU will reach even greater heights and will take the lead in shaping the future. Thank you very much.
勵學教授席就職儀式現在開始。Inauguration of Endowed Professorships will now begin. 李興飛會計及金融教授席 Christina Lee, Endowed Professorship in Accounting and Finance.
As Chair Professor of the School of Accounting and Finance, Professor J.C. Lin has wide-ranging research interests, conducive to understanding how financial markets work, how firms make decisions and operate, and whether investors behave rationally. His research output has been widely published in many of the world's most prestigious academic journals. He has also lectured extensively throughout Asia, Europe, and the United States, shedding new light on the world of corporate finance.
My recent research focuses on factors that may enhance corporate innovation and how firms deal with economy policy uncertainty. These two areas are interesting because economy policies regulate firms and influence business environment, while innovation allows firms to have competitive advantages. As we aim to build a top business school in Asia, it's important to have high-quality research that can attract brilliant scholars and students to join the School of Accounting and Finance. The society will also benefit when we work together to enhance market efficiency and functionality in resource allocations. The Endowed Professorship will enable me to engage in more advanced research on investor behavior, firms' decision-making, and their interaction with financial market, and in creating useful knowledge for knowledge transfer.
In today's world of increasing volatility and investment risk, Professor Lin has made significant contributions to our understanding of corporate finance and ways of valuing companies. His research not only exemplifies the academic rigor he brings to his work, but also embodies PolyU's motto of to learn and to apply for the benefit of mankind.
《會計及金融教授席》由李興飛女士捐贈。Christina Lee, Endowed Professorship in Accounting and Finance, is endowed by Miss Christina Lee。現在恭請李興飛女士站立。May I now invite Miss Christina Lee to rise?
I now invite Ms. Christina Lee to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
李女士請留步。Miss Lee, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor JC Lin, for appointment to this Endowed Professorship.
多謝李女士，多謝林教授。Thank you, Miss Lee and Professor Lin。現在恭請卜友君先生代表李興飛女士致辭。Mr. William Boo, representative of Miss Christina Lee, will now address the Assembly.
Chairman Chen, President Tang, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great honor to attend the ceremony today and witness the inauguration of Christina Lee Endowed Professorship in Accounting and Finance. On behalf of Mrs. Christina Lee and China Elite Risk Management and Actuarial Consulting Company, I would like to congratulate Professor J.C. Lin, giving his enormous contribution to teaching and research in the disciplines of accounting and finance. Professor Lin is the most wealthy recipient of this endowed professorship. High quality and reliable accounting information is crucial to financial market development and stakeholders' interest. With a vulnerable history in quality higher education and research in accounting and finance, the Hong Kong Polytechnic University has been instrumental in grooming professionals for Hong Kong as an international financial center. In upholding her family's strong sense of social responsibilities and ardent support for educational causes, Ms. Lee has been enduring to facilitate entrepreneurship and innovation among young people. She also places special emphasis on whole person development so as to illustrate the spirit of craftsmanship with Chinese characteristics. Through this endowed professorship, Ms. Lee endorses innovative accounting and financial research to push the boundaries of knowledge, putting theories and practice on an equal footing in order to benefit society as a whole. As a reputable actuarial consulting company in Hong Kong, China Elite is also looking to forge closer ties with PolyU in related teaching, research, and service areas so that the two parties can join hands to nurture talented youngsters with a forward-looking mindset and a global vision. We are particularly proud to be part of this endowed professorship scheme and would like to take this opportunity to wish PolyU ever greater progress in its future development. Thank you.
多謝卜先生 ，Thank you, Mr. Bu。梁顯利生物醫學工程教授席 ，Henry G. Leung, Endowed Professorship in Biomedical Engineering。
Serving as founding head of the Interdisciplinary Division of Biomedical Engineering, Engineer Professor Yong Zheng and his team have been developing innovative new biomedical devices using ultrasound technology. Today, these devices are leading to positive health outcomes and cutting-edge research in scoliosis, breast cancer, and muscular diseases.
I'm very happy that some of our innovations have become real medical devices in the hospital for taking care of patients with different diseases. One of the examples is ScolioScan, developed based on our solid scientific research about 3D ultrasound imaging and with the collaboration with a local company. Using ScolioScan, patients with scoliosis can be repeatedly and frequently evaluated without any radiation, and kids can be screened for potential risk of scoliosis at a much younger stage, thus to provide earlier and better intervention for them. My team is continuing to develop innovative techniques for various diseases using our novel 3D ultrasound imaging, tissue elastic imaging, as well as ultra-fast ultrasound imaging for stroke risk assessment, osteoarthritis screening, muscle function assessment, spinal cord injury rehabilitation, and contributing to myopia and cancer research. With the support of the generous endowment fund, I wish that my team will speed up achievements for the diseases related to our central nerve system.
Professor Zheng has said that doctors can only treat one patient at a time, but developers of biomedical devices can treat many more. Leading a team of dedicated researchers, Professor Zheng has been instrumental in providing ultrasound solutions that make it possible for more people in Hong Kong and across the globe to enjoy healthier and happier lives, a key element in PolyU's vision of creating a brighter future for all.
梁顯利生物醫學工程教授席由大鴻輝慈善基金捐贈 ，Henry G. Leung, Endowed Professorship in Biomedical Engineering is endowed by Tai Hong Fai Charitable Foundation。現在恭請大鴻輝慈善基金創辦人及主席梁少雄博士站立。May I now invite Dr. Edwin Leung, founder and chairman of Tai Hong Fai Charitable Foundation, to rise.
I now invite Dr. Edwin Leung to receive a certificate of appreciation from our council chairman.
Leung 博士請留步。Dr. Leung, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Yong Ping for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝梁博士，多謝鄭教授。Thank you, Dr. Leung and Professor Zhang. 現在恭請梁少雄博士致辭。Dr. Edwin Leung will now address the Assembly.
Chairman Chen, President Tong, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege and honor to establish another endowed professorship at the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, which I'm proud to have supported for many years. Same as before, this professorship is named in honor of my late father, Henry G. Leung. I'm glad to see that this endowment is dedicated to Professor Yong Ping, the head of Interdisciplinary Division of Biomedical Engineering. He and his team are the pioneers in integrating medical imaging and biosensing with molecular and cellular engineering in the area of biomedical ultrasound. The Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering program is not only the first of its kind in Hong Kong, but is also the first such program accredited by the Hong Kong Institution of Engineers. One of the objectives of Dai Hong Fei Charitable Foundation is to enhance health care and medical facilities in Hong Kong. PolyU's biomedical engineering expert creates healthcare equipment and systems through their engineering and life science research. The fruits of their endeavors echo my chief concern relating to the condition of healthcare services in our society. Their work on diagnostic and therapeutic services in particular improves the quality of life for many. It is therefore given me great pleasure in endorsing such a worthy undertaking. It is also my hope that this endowment will give the PolyU scientists the support they need to drive home the importance of disease prevention, community health, and affordability, and thereby benefiting everyone, especially those in need of help. Thank you.
多謝梁博士。Thank you, Dr. Leung. 楊建文工商管理教授席 Yang Kin Man Endowed Professorship in Business Administration.
Professor Jason D. Shaw is Chair Professor and Head of the Department of Management and Marketing. His research on psychology incentives is bringing new insights to students and the business community, both in Hong Kong and throughout the world.
There are several important yet fairly simple takeaways from my research on the psychology of incentives. The first is that financial incentives are an important motivational tool, and their use is positively related to performance. The second is that fairness is a critical issue in terms of workers' reactions to incentives. The third is that it is very important to manage workers' expectations about what they will receive as an incentive. I study topics, incentives, and pay structures, which are forefront issues for business and society. Any ideas or findings that come from my research on pay structures not only have implications for the participating organizations, but also contribute to the current global debate about the causes and consequences of inequality. With the Endowment Fund, I hope to achieve at least 3 things. First, I aim to use the endowment to push toward completion of my current major project, the Impact Project, a global study of the psychology of reactions to merit pay. Second, I will strive to use the endowment to provide additional research avenues and opportunities for my research students. Third, although my academic focus is on theory, much of my research is relevant to the practice of management. I will endeavor to use the fund to give back as I can to the city of Hong Kong and its business community.
Managing people has long been regarded as an art rather than a science. But as a result of Professor Shaw's work, we are gaining a much deeper and more meaningful understanding of how to motivate employees that is enabling organizations to perform more effectively in today's increasingly competitive world. In this regard, he is playing a key role in the university's mission of advancing knowledge that makes a positive impact on society.
Yang 建文工商管理教授席由楊建文博士捐贈。Yang Kin-man Endowed Professorship in Business Administration is endowed by Dr. Yang Kin-man.
I now invite Dr. Yang Kin-man to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
Yang 博士請留步。Dr. Yang, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Jason D. Shaw, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
Thank you, Dr. Yang 博士，多謝 Professor Shaw. Thank you, Dr. Yang and Professor Shaw. 現在恭請楊建文博士致辭。Dr. Yang Kin-man will now address the Assembly.
陳主席、唐校長、各位嘉賓、各位朋友，我好高興有機會出席今日嘅典禮，見證香港理工大學推動優質教育同埋研究方面又踏上一個新嘅里程碑。對於理大開密成務、勵學利民嘅務實教育理念，我向來十分認同。理大在實踐應用科研方面嘅深耕細作，我更是翹首以待，樂觀其成。作為工程師及商人，我深明在市場取勝之道，先要具備專業知識，同時要精益求精，不斷在技術、產品嘅設計同埋所有好大嘅突破，不但要緊貼潮流，更要創造潮流，這樣才能成為行業者嘅領導者。理大工商管理學一直辦得有聲有色，多年來人才輩出，對本地商界貢獻良多。企業管理係一個複雜嘅課題，當中涉及人事、財務、行政、市場等方面嘅問題。為確保公司維持競爭嘅優勢，我除了與我團隊一起研發新科技項目，也參與企業嘅日常管理工作。我相信在掌握實務、累積經驗嘅同時，必須認識管理嘅理論、世界嘅潮流， 才能與時並進，讓企業不斷壯大發展。我期望通過贊助本理學教授席，推動更多關於管理學嘅研究，從而提升管理水平及效益，既為工商管理增值，亦促進工商管理嘅發展。這裏祝各位身體健康，事事如意。多謝。
多謝楊博士 ，Thank you, Dr. Yang。陳澤富伉儷國際旅遊教授席 ，Mr. and Mrs. Chan Chak Fu, Endowed Professorship in International Tourism。
Professor Lee Hyunsung is Associate Dean and Chair Professor of the School of Hotel and Tourism Management. With a strong background in economics, he has had a long-standing research interest in tourism and hospitality economics, particularly concerning hotel and tourism demand modeling and forecasting. In the previous decade, the efforts of Professor Sung and his team have been widely recognized and supported by local, national, and international research grants.
My areas of research mainly focus on hotel and tourism demand modeling and forecasting, service quality, and tourist satisfaction analysis. My recent work on China's outbound tourism suggests that the mainland Chinese tourists have played a major role in the recovery of both emerging and developed economies from the recent economic recession. And this trend is going to continue well into the future. My research on tourist satisfaction index and forecast of tourism demand within the Asia-Pacific using modern econometric techniques have demonstrated our school's excellence and leading position in these research areas along with others. The research output have provided useful and practical information and insight for destination management and policy formulations. The Endowed Professorship will enable me, together with my research team, to elevate my research with a view to creating significant impacts on tourism and hospitality practices. The endowment will also help the school further strengthen its world-leading position in tourism and hospitality education and research.
The work of Professor Sung gives us a better understanding of the importance of tourism economics in contributing to the sustainable development of tourism in the region and across the globe. Through his research, Professor Sung not only helps advance the development of global tourism, but also promotes PolyU's mission of meeting the changing needs of society.
陳澤富伉儷國際旅遊教授席由 Victoria Park Hotels Limited 捐贈。Mr. and Mrs. Chan Chak Fu, Endowed Professorship in International Tourism, is endowed by Victoria Park Hotels Limited.
I now invite Mr. Lawrence Chan to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
Chen 先生請留步。Mr. Chan, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Lee Hyunsung, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝陳先生，多謝宋教授。 Thank you, Mr. Chen and Professor Song. 現在恭請 Victoria Park Hotels Limited 董事陳文耀先生致辭。May I now invite Mr. Lawrence Chen to address the Assembly.
Chairman Chen, President Tang, guests and friends, it is indeed my honor to be here today to dedicate the Mr. and Mrs. Chen Chak-fu Endowed Professorship in International Tourism. My late father, Mr. Chen Chak-fu, was a pioneer in Hong Kong hotelier who built a large-scale hotel network over half a century. From the Grandeur Ambassador in Tsim Sha Tsui in the late 60s to Park Lane Hotel still standing proud in Causeway Bay today. From the New York chic Michelangelo Hotel to the Park Lane Sydney in Australia. And together with the Churchill Hotel in London, he has left an undeniable imprint on the industry hotel worldwide. But home was always where his heart was. In the 80s, like it was said before, he donated $4 million to launch a hospitality vocational training program supervised by the Hong Kong Polytechnic, predecessor of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. No wonder he is an early champion to the idea to homegrown talents. Today, PolyU's School of Hotel and Tourism Management always ranked in the top 3 on a worldwide scale. In fact, the philanthropic streak in my family can be traced back to my late grandfather, Mr. Chan Guan-dong, who was an enthusiastic supporter of educational and other charities causes in Hong Kong. And for my part, I wish to continue to realize my parents' vision on nurturing local talents. With this endowed professorship, I hope to secure and excel SHTM position as a global leader in the hospitality field through synergy between academic excellence and rigorous research in hospitality management. And I'm sure as more homegrown future leaders of the industry are developed, they are set to burnish Hong Kong hospitality brand to make it the truly global gold standard. Our time has come. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, President Tang. 多謝陳先生。Thank you, Mr. Chan. 利豐服務領導教育教授席 Lee Hyunsung Endowed Professorship in Service Leadership Education.
Professor Daniel T.L. Scheck is Associate Vice President, Undergraduate Program, and Chair Professor of Applied Social Sciences. As a distinguished teacher and researcher, he has been focusing on adolescent development, family issues, and adolescent developmental problems such as substance abuse.
Service Leadership Education SLE initiative. Based on the ideas of Dr. Po Chung, the SLE attempts to nurture young leaders with the qualities of moral character, competence, and care, MC squared, in a changing service economy. Both credit-bearing subjects and non-credit-bearing programs have been developed in PolyU throughout the years, benefiting more than 1,200 students. In the Reimagine Education Awards 2016, organized by QS, the subject entitled Service Leadership was awarded the Bronze Award under the category of Ethical Leadership. and the subject entitled Service Leadership Through Serving Children and Families in Need was awarded the Bronze Award under the category of Social Enterprise. The Endowed Professorship will enable me to conduct further research on service leadership. I would also like to promote the spirit of social entrepreneurship or social innovation in students, particularly via service learning projects and leadership programs.
The next generation will shape our world, making the contributions of Professor Scheck in the field of youth development all the more critical for our future. With his strong academic background and wealth of experience, we believe Professor Scheck will continue to provide deep and meaningful insights into how we can build a better, more harmonious world in accordance with the university's motto, to learn and to apply for the benefit of mankind.
利豐服務領導教育教授席由經綸慈善基金捐贈。Lee XI Endowed Professorship in Service Leadership Education is endowed by Victor and William Fung Foundation.
I now invite Dr. Victor K. Fung to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
Fung 博士請留步。Dr. Fung, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Daniel T.L. Scheck, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝馮博士，多謝石教授。Thank you, Dr. Fung and Professor Scheck. 現在恭請經綸慈善基金主席馮國經博士致辭。Dr. Victor K. Fung, Chairman of Victor and William Fung Foundation, will now address the Assembly.
Council Chairman, President, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in the face of relentless transformation on a global scale, from an industrial economy to a service economy, we must address the pressing issue of how young people can be nurtured and take charge in the changing economic and social landscape. With my good friend, Dr. Po Chung, who's in the audience over there, he is really a thought leader and really have worked very hard on service leadership education. And this represents an innovative and viable approach to nurturing young leaders in the new economy. Contrary to the traditional thinking that leaders can only be groomed from amongst the elite, the service leadership education model espouses the view that given the power of nurturing, everybody can become a leader. Such a philosophy is not only humanistic, but is also empowering. In addition, its basic emphasis on character, competence, and caring really underscores the developmental ideals of service leaders. The consensus view across leadership models is that effective leaders should demonstrate competence in mission-critical domains such as critical thinking, problem-solving, communications, and conflict resolution skills. However, leadership skills alone are not enough. An effective service leader must also possess robust moral character to do the right things instead of simply doing things right. Finally, an effective leader must care about others, putting one's personal interest behind those of the service recipients, the followers, and the community. With service leadership education, I truly believe that we can build a service economy with integrity, equality, and with a human face. This is really vital to Hong Kong as a global, open, and thriving city. I am honored that over the last years, the Fung Foundation has been given the opportunity of working on this pioneering education area with the 8 government-funded institutions in Hong Kong. I'm also grateful to Professor Daniel Scheck for his leadership and for his contributions to this inter-institutional project. Thank you very much.
多謝馮博士 ，Thank you, Dr. Fung。嚴麥國中智能結構教授席 ，Yu Lin XI Endowed Professorship in Smart Structures。
Engineer Professor Yu Lin XI is Dean of the Faculty of Construction and Environment and Chair Professor of Structural Engineering. As a well-known engineer, teacher, researcher, and author, Professor XI is one of the leading authorities in wind engineering, bridge aerodynamics, structural health monitoring, structural vibration control, and smart structures.
Civil infrastructure forms the very basis for society to flourish and prosper. Ensuring its safety, serviceability, and sustainability is of the utmost importance because of the unpredictability of the man-made and natural hazards, such as fires, typhoons, and earthquakes, which can happen anytime and anywhere. Our research aims to advance the knowledge and develop innovative technologies for resilient and sustainable infrastructure, particularly for super tall buildings and super long span bridge. Our team was involved in the structural health monitoring of the long span cable supported bridge, such as Qingma Suspension Bridge and Stone-Cut Cable Stay Bridge in Hong Kong. We also carry out structural vibration measurement and control of the tall buildings, such as the CCTV tower in Beijing, as well as 2 residential tall buildings in Hong Kong. The Endowed Professorships will enable me to elevate my research in smart structures to a high level, with application in wind turbines, tall buildings, and long-span bridge. This will be conducive to further advances in Hong Kong branded technologies.
Through his research, Professor Xu is facilitating the advance of engineering technologies so that the built environment we enjoy today can endure for many years to come. He is also passing on his expertise and knowledge to future generations of academics and engineers, contributing to the university's vision of bettering Hong Kong, the nation, and the world through professional education and impactful research.
嚴麥國中智能結構教授席由游國輝先生捐贈。Yu Lin XI Endowed Professorship in Smart Structures is endowed by Mr. Yao Kwok Fai.
I now invite Mr. Yao Kwok Fai to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
Yao 先生請留步。Mr. Yao, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Yu Lin XI, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝游先生，多謝徐教授。Thank you, Mr. Yao and Professor Xu. 現在恭請游國輝先生致辭。Mr. Yu Kwok Fai will now address the Assembly.
陳主席、唐校長、各位嘉賓、各位朋友，作為香港理工大學校友，我好榮幸能夠設立呢一個教授席，並藉此機會向我4位無私奉獻嘅中學老師表達衷心嘅謝意。香港呢一個亞洲國際都會之所以成功，與其先進嘅城市基礎建設有莫大嘅關係，否則一個彈丸之地怎能容納如此稠密嘅人口？沒有建築同埋基建，我哋嘅生活將變得冇咁便利。基礎建設不單係現在社會不可缺少嘅部分，亦都係市場經濟同埋技術進步發展嘅關鍵。隨着智能材料、傳感技術、機械人科技近年嘅高速發展，現在嘅智能工程結構已經可以隨着環境變化進行自我檢測同埋自我適應，大大咁提高咗建築物當面對自然災害時嘅抵禦力，保障生命安全。處於今日嘅數碼時代，社會更加需要不斷嘅發展新技術，因此我決定在理大設立呢個智能結構教授席，進一步發揮理大在專業結構健康監察同埋震動控制技術方面嘅影響力。事實上，北京嘅中央電視台總部大樓、上海嘅上海中心大樓，以及香港嘅青馬大橋同埋昂船洲大橋呢啲咁嘅地標建築嘅安全性同埋功能性，亦都採用咗理大喺呢方面嘅先進技術。我深信呢項教授席將有助推進智能結構科技發展嘅前沿，讓世界變得更安全同埋更美好。多謝咁多位。
多謝游先生 ，Thank you, Mr. Yao。高贊明可持續結構及材料教授席 ，Co-Chan Ming Endowed Professorship in Sustainable Structures and Materials。
Engineer Professor JG Tang, Chair Professor of Structural Engineering and Director of the Research Institute for Sustainable Urban Development, is one of the foremost world leaders in the structural use of fiber-reinforced polymer, FRP, composites in civil engineering. Professor Tang has been ranked 5th on the 150 most cited civil engineering researchers, developed for Shanghai Ranking's Global Ranking of Academic Subjects 2016 by Elsevier.
I have conducted extensive research on the strengthening and retrofit of concrete structures with FRP composites, leading to the development of a systematic design theory. This work received a State Natural Science Award in 2013 and the relevant part of the National Standard Technical Code for Infrastructure Application of FRP composites is mainly based on research conducted by my group. I've also worked on the development of sustainable structures for severe environments by utilizing the excellent durability of FRP composites and through the optimal combination of FRP composites with other materials. More recently, we have proposed the concept of sustainable marine infrastructure based on seawater, sea sand concrete, and FRP composites, which has attracted a great deal of interest around the world. The Endowed Professorship will enable me to explore innovations that enhance the performance and sustainability of civil engineering structures.
Professor Tang, through research and knowledge transfer, has made significant contributions towards a more sustainable world. His achievements as a researcher, educator, and author have strengthened PolyU's standing in the field of engineering while fulfilling the university's mission of advancing knowledge and the frontiers of technology.
高贊明可持續結構及材料教授席 由盈信慈善基金有限公司捐贈 Co-chairing Endowed Professorship in Sustainable Structures and Materials is endowed by Vantage Charity Foundation Limited. 現在恭請盈信慈善基金有限公司代表葉國謙議員站立。May I now invite the Honourable Yip Kwok Him, representative of Vantage Charity Foundation Limited, to rise.
I now invite the Honourable Yip Kwok Him, on behalf of Vantage Charity Foundation Limited, to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
Yip 議員請留步。Mr. Yip, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor JG Tang, for appointment to this Endowed Professorship.
多謝葉議員，多謝滕教授。Thank you, Mr. Yip and Professor Tang. 現在恭請葉國謙議員致辭。The Honourable Yip Kwok Him will now address the Assembly.
陳主席、唐校長、各位嘉賓、各位朋友，香港嘅經濟發展同建造業係息息相關嘅。政府係大力咁樣推動各項嘅大型嘅基建工程，務求呢係增加住宅嘅供應，滿足需求，進一步將香港構建成一個適宜於安居樂業、兼具競爭力嘅大都會。作為物業發展商兼承建商，我哋喺建造同營運過程之中，難免呢係耗費大量嘅資源，並產生唔少嘅建築廢料，對自然環境同埋資源係造成咗重大嘅影響。因此，實踐環保並採用可持續發展嘅建造方法同埋建材，從而去改善香港嘅建築環境，減低能源嘅消耗量，都係極為重要嘅。先進新型建材，例如纖維增強複合嘅材料、高性能嘅鋼材、高性能嘅混凝土等等，具有高強度、輕質，並且咧係耐腐蝕等嘅優良嘅特徵。如果能夠加以適當嘅運用，係可以顯著咁樣減少結構工程對資源以及係能源方面嘅消耗，同時咧亦可以提高結構性嘅整體嘅呢方面嘅性能，以及咧佢嘅壽命。從整體上可以提高建築物嘅可持續性。盈信慈善基金希望咧透過捐贈高讚名可持續結構及材料教授席，去促進高性能新型嘅建材、新型嘅結構以及相關技術嘅研發，為香港以至到其他嘅地區嘅可持續發展係作出貢獻。多謝大家。
多謝葉議員 ，Thank you, Mr. Yip。信興教育及慈善基金康復科學學人席，信興 Education and Charity Fund Endowed Fellowship in Rehabilitation Sciences。
Dr. Margaret Mac is Associate Professor of the Department of Rehabilitation Sciences, specializing in physiotherapy. She is particularly interested in the study of motor planning, balance, and innovative treatment approaches for patients with Parkinson's disease.
The College of Physiotherapy targets to promote specializations, and one of its focus is neurorehabilitation. It is hoped that with more specialized physiotherapists, the clinical service for neurological patients, including those with Parkinson's disease, will be facilitated. People with Parkinson's disease have various mobility problems despite optimal medications. For example, they often fall and walk slowly with very small steps. In addition to medications, physiotherapy is crucial for these patients' well-being. Our research team has developed innovative fall prevention and walking enhancement programs for people with Parkinson's disease. Test results show that after 8 to 12 weeks of training, their balance ability and walking functions have improved, and more importantly, their fall rate has reduced by 60%. With the generous support of the Endowed Fellowship, I will perform research to understand the brain changes underlying the functional improvement of people with Parkinson's disease after treatment. Based on these findings, more advanced physiotherapy treatment can be developed to promote patients' mobility and to delay disease progression.
Parkinson's disease is a chronic and degenerative disease for which there is still no cure. However, as a result of Dr. Mac's work, new treatments are being developed that are helping patients regain mobility and lead a more active life. Through her research, she is enabling patients to face this disease while advancing PolyU's vision of benefiting mankind.
信興教育及慈善基金康復科學學人席由信興教育及慈善基金捐贈。信興 Education and Charity Fund Endowed Fellowship in Rehabilitation Sciences is endowed by信興 Education and Charity Fund.
I now invite Mr. Terence Chan, on behalf of Sun Hing Education and Charity Fund, to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
Chen 先生請留步。Mr. Chan, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Dr. Margaret Mac, for appointment to this Endowed Fellowship.
多謝陳先生，多謝麥博士。Thank you, Mr. Chan and Dr. Mac. 現在恭請信興教育及慈善基金代表陳定國先生致辭。Mr. Terence Chan, representative of Sun Hing Education and Charity Fund, will now address the Assembly.
Chairman Chan, President Tong, guests and friends. Given the increasing awareness in our society of the importance of physical and mental well-being and an aging population, the demand for healthcare services in Hong Kong is on the rise. Personal health being the most valuable asset in life, Sun Hing Education and Charity Fund was established in 1984 and has since spared no effort to further the development of healthcare and lend its enthusiastic support to charitable causes. Keeping the common good close to our hearts, we have been making use of technology to enhance not only the quality of life for our fellow citizens, but also the quality of medical services for all. As part of allied health service, physiotherapy and occupational therapy treatments are essential to rehabilitation after illness or injury. The area covers range from neurology, psychiatry, traumatology, pediatrics to geriatrics. The aim is to enable patients to take care of themselves and to overcome their self-doubt and anxieties before their reintegration into the workplace and the community. A sound education is a powerful driving force for social progress. As the sole higher educational institution in Hong Kong, which provide master programs in physiotherapy and occupational therapy, the Hong Kong Polytechnic University trains qualified professionals with the knowledge, clinical skills, and motivation to offer professional, reliable, and effective medical services to society. We hope that through our modest contribution, the creation of this Endowed Fellowship will help further advance rehabilitation science research and education for the sake of patients. By playing a part in making Hong Kong people healthier, Shun Hing will be able to join hands with our community and continue to march forward to meet new challenges in the future. Thank you.
先生 ，Thank you, Mr. Chan. 鄭奕雄時裝教授席 ，Chang Yik-hung Endowed Professorship in Fashion.
Professor Calvin W.K. Wong, Associate Head of the Institute of Textiles and Clothing, brings together the worlds of academia, computer vision, artificial intelligence, and fashion to achieve innovative breakthroughs. He is widely known for his innovative smart dressing system and radio frequency identification-based apparel management expert system that have helped to revolutionize today's fashion retail and manufacturing industries.
In academic research, although various fabric defect detection algorithms and related techniques have been studied over the past 2 decades, no system has really been developed on the basis of these techniques for practical use in the textile and apparel industry. My expertise is computer vision and artificial intelligence with applications in fashion and textiles. In recent years, I have succeeded in developing an intelligent fabric defect detection and grading system prototype named WISE-I. It can be integrated with the weaving machine, such that fabric manufacturing and inspection can be carried out simultaneously. The WISE-I can automatically locate the defects and measure their sizes on most types of woven fabrics with different weaving structures and colors on a real-time basis, comparing with 70% inspection accuracy of human visual inspection method. The performance of WISE-I is very promising, as it can achieve over 90% accuracy. The WISE-I is a breakthrough technology and the first of its kind for practically automating the fabric inspection process. The Endowed Professorship will further strengthen my research in computer vision and artificial intelligence with applications in fashion and textiles, particularly in automating quality inspection on fabrics, clothing items, and shoes.
By the innovative use of cutting-edge technologies such as computer vision and artificial intelligence, Professor Wong has successfully developed a breakthrough system to automate the product quality assurance process for the fashion and textile industry. His contributions have not only reinforced Hong Kong's image as an innovative city, but also upheld the university's vision of excelling in applied research and partnership.
鄭奕雄時裝教授席由秀清慈善基金捐贈。Zhang Yikhong Endowed Professorship in Fashion is endowed by Souching Charity Foundation.
I now invite Mr. Francis Chang Man-Pugh on behalf of Souching Charity Foundation to receive a certificate of appreciation from our council chairman.
Zhang 先生請留步。Mr. Zhang, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Mr. Professor Kelvin W.K. Wong, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝鄭先生，多謝黃教授。Thank you, Mr. Zhang and Professor Wong. 嚴志明共融設計教授席 Eric C. Yim Endowed Professorship in Inclusive Design.
Professor Michael Siu is Chair Professor of Public Design, as well as a Chartered Designer and Chartered Engineer. At PolyU, he promotes inclusive and participatory designs suitable for today's densely populated urban environments. He is the recipient of over 60 International Design and Invention Awards and the sole holder of more than 50 US and international patents.
When most people think of design, they think of personal products such as smartphones or home appliances that make our lives more convenient. But public design is different. It serves the needs of all people, especially those with different capabilities or needs. When we established the Public Design Lab in 2005, it was the first public design lab in the world. Since then, we have always maintained a focus on producing designs that meet the diverse needs of the public. Two recent examples are the public toilet for blind and a set of removable boilers and railing system that fits the particular physical and social environment of Hong Kong. The core vision and mission of the school is to make a positive impact on the society, including the deprived and those with special needs. We are also broadening the scope of our research to include Asian lifestyle and design education, urban environment design, design technology, and design business. With the endowment fund, I hope to promote a more harmonious and fair society through design research. The fund will also help us reach out to young researchers who are thinking of entering the design field and encourage them to think about inclusive design that will benefit more members of our society.
Our increasingly congested cities are putting ever greater pressure on people and the environments in which we live. By encouraging the development of designs that are accessible to all, Professor Siu is providing practical and innovative solutions that solve social problems and contribute to the university's mission of improving society.
嚴志明共融設計教授席由嚴志明先生捐贈。Eric C. Yim Endowed Professorship in Inclusive Design is endowed by Mr. Eric C. Yim.
I now invite Mr. Eric C. Yim to receive a certificate of appreciation from our council chairman.
Yim 先生請留步。Mr. Yim, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Michael Hsu, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝嚴先生，多謝邵教授。Thank you, Mr. Yim and Professor Siu. 黃少華、黃福之，產品設計工程教授席。Alex Wang Siwa, JG Wang Fuk-chi, Endowed Professorship in Product Design Engineering.
Having managed some of the world's leading design schools, Professor Kees de Bont is bringing his experience in academia and industry to PolyU's School of Design. As Dean of the school, he is paving the way to a greater understanding of consumer behavior in design and its ability to generate user-centric innovations that have relevance in today's world.
Industrial design has been serving many places with functional products in the home, at work and in the public space. Many of these products make it possible for people to communicate with each other, to be productive and to enjoy life. Industrial design often is the basis from which new disciplines such as service design and experience design developed. Today, industrial design is about understanding user needs from the systems in which people live and operate, about exploring new technologies and about coming up with solutions that are appreciated. It is important for design students not to be scared of new technologies and for engineering students to appreciate the creative thinking styles of the designers. In my research activities, I will continue to explore possibilities to make manufacturing organizations in Hong Kong and China more innovative. The Endowed Professorship will help me bring closer together designers and engineers and enable me to realize my larger ambition to facilitate interdisciplinary collaboration through research and education as a necessary building block for meaningful innovation.
As the head of one of the world's top 25 design schools, Professor de Bont is playing a key role in the education of a new generation of design students in Hong Kong and the Chinese mainland. In keeping with the university's mission, he will continue to focus on the development of networked innovation across industries that benefit all mankind.
黃少華、黃福之，產品設計工程教授席，由科勁發展有限公司捐贈。Alex Wang Siwa, JG Wang Fuk-chi, Endowed Professorship in Product Design Engineering is endowed by King's Flare Development Limited.
I now invite Mr. Alex Wang Siwa and Ms. JG Wang Fuk-chi to receive a certificate of appreciation from our Council Chairman.
黃先生及黃小姐請留步。Mr. Wong and Ms. Wong, please stay.
Mr. Council Chairman, I present to you the appointee, Professor Kees de Bont, for appointment to this endowed professorship.
多謝黃先生及黃小姐，多謝方教授。Thank you, Mr. Wong, Ms. Wong, and Professor de Bont. 第3屆勵學教授席就職典禮完畢。The third inauguration of Endowed Professorships is now concluded. 請起立。Please stand.
I declare this ceremony closed.